Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, music, video games, and more. 1 month in, I'm getting better at it. We'll never talk about music. We might. There might be a point where we come up
We
with
probably will touch on music
some
because
kind
we
of
know a lot of
artist.
artists.
Yeah.
So,
like,
well, I'm sure we'll talk. Like, we don't keep updates about the music.
yeah, but doesn't mean artists won't get mentioned.
Yeah.
All right. And I am Adam. And
I'm Oliver.
And today we are going to be tackling one of the latest things that came out, which is the Mandalorian
Ooh,
Season 3 trailer.
dude.
So I know you are a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So
Annoyingly
so tell me, what are your thoughts? I think your thoughts are going to be worth more than mine.
All right. So I love the trailer. There's a part that gets me chills. It's the part where they're all like, I'm pretty sure Bo-Katan is involved again, and they're jumping out of the ship, and they have like all their jetpacks are on, and like going towards like that. That was awesome. And then Grogu force fucked some creature out of a cave.
Just flung him like he was
So cool.
like
He wasn't
in
even
his teeth.
He wasn't
was,
even
like,
sleepy now. He's not even
Yeah.
sleepy anymore.
Yeah.
It was, I'm
he's
so
full on
excited.
just dark mode.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer looks great.
Is this a trailer or was it a teaser? It's
There's a trailer. There's a teaser and a trailer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So this is the actual first trailer.
Okay.
So March 1st approaching, needs to be quicker. There's one thing that I don't like.
Ooh.
So it's not about the trailer, it's about the show in general.
Okay.
That Disney forces you, and this is going to be spoilers, by the way, for those of you that haven't seen Book of Boba.
Okay.
They force you to watch Book of Boba to understand what's happening in season 3 of Mandalorian.
Do they?
Yes, because Mando is in Book of Boba.
He is, and he does go. Yeah, like they yeah, that was really
That's pretty shitty, right?
that was shitty. That they
'Cause, like,
went right from Book of Boba into
Right.
2.5 Mandalorian.
Yeah. And so, like, for example, like my dad, he loves Mandalorian. He didn't like Book of Boba. He only saw like the first episode.
Uh-huh.
So to him, at the end, like Luke still has Grogu.
Yeah.
So when he starts season 3, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I mean, they might do a recap at the beginning for people that didn't watch it. Like,
I would hope so. Some sort of like background, maybe. I don't know if they're gonna waste time on that.
I don't know. They wasted time putting in Mando.
That's true. I'm gonna have to make my dad watch Book of Boba now.
I feel like, I mean, yes, no, you're completely valid on that. I think that is definitely issue with what Disney's doing. Now, with that in mind, do you think that maybe those other behind the scenes stuff that maybe led to them doing more Mando stuff? Because I read that, but I don't believe it because I don't think. Then again, I'm not sure how numbers work with Disney and like what costs what. But like, if you can't spend the money to get like your actors for both, because they kind of like just got rid of all of those characters,
Right.
to go onto these others. So it's like, was it cheaper really going to those other characters because you didn't have these? Like, for example, Mark Hamill. Like, was it expensive to do that? As opposed to, like, more expensive as opposed to having, what's his name that plays Boba Fett? I don't remember.
Oh, I forget the actor name.
Something Morrison.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember.
But, like, is that, like, I don't know what's cheaper, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, is it because the actor got too expensive? They're like, screw it, let's just do FX, and, like, Hamill will do it for, like, $20? Or is it,
But like,
or was it always planned that way?
also the guy that plays Boba, what else has he got going for him really besides Boba Fett?
Yeah, I
mean, he does
unless
the
he got hurt
voices.
on set.
He does the voices for all the clones and stuff, and that's gonna go on forever. Well, not all the clones. Sorry, not Bad Batch. She doesn't do that.
Yeah,
But
now
like
it's gonna bug me. I need to know what his name is.
it's like Mars. No, what's? Dang it! Now we can't. Now, yeah. All right, look it up. What is it?
Let's see. It is. Well, that doesn't help me at all.
What? You have to type in one thing.
I know, and it didn't give me what I was looking for. Tamara Morrison.
Wait, what's his first name?
Tamara.
Tumera.
Tamara. Look.
Really? Wait, where is it? Oh, Tumera. Whoa, yeah, I would have never liked
Yeah.
that.
So, either way, Boba Fett. Um, it. I never really. I didn't like it, but I also don't know much about. Like, I'm not as a big fan of Star Wars to like be upset by seeing
Uh
that.
huh.
But I do understand what people think about or say when it comes to like Boba Fett in itself. Like those first, what was it, 6 episodes before they jumped? 5 episodes before they started going over to Mando.
Yeah, about
I didn't like that story.
for
It didn't appeal to me. Like
wait the story
Boba
about
Fett's arc in within that
oh
series
in Mando.
in Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't a
Yeah,
fan
it
of what was
was.
happening with him. Nothing
I didn't
nothing
really like it.
mattered.
Yeah, it really
He
seemed
came
pointless.
back, took over again, and just
And he was
kind of a better dictator,
nicer.
but also was still cutthroat. Like there was
It
no.
was weird. I feel like there was no direction.
I feel like I didn't need to see it for me to still feel like okay, like I didn't need that extra. Like they could have
Yeah.
still brought Boba Fett back like in season 2 of Mando and like showed him and been like, oh, there he is, and like
But no,
maybe
they
he's off in the
I so
space during the new trilogy, but he might still be
I don't
alive.
know. It's
by
weird because he was like basically after they dragged him out of the Sarlacc pit, after he fought his way out of the Sarlacc pit, and he started getting raised by like Tusken Raiders,
Mhm.
who are supposedly like from the originals, like sand people, like they're crazy people,
Yeah,
but they make us like try and feel for them almost,
yeah.
which I didn't care for. Like it's Tusken Raiders, they're just they're supposed to be like savages,
Hmm.
but apparently they like have this whole thing about them, and
I know. I felt
Boba
for,
got like soft.
I felt for them.
I wanted him to be a fucking bounty hunter, like.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah,
I mean the stuff with like the whole rejuvenation pit or like tub they
yeah,
go in,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff was cool.
That was cool.
Like I would have enjoyed more of like going on his flashbacks and showing more stuff like that we just didn't see between going into the mouth of the what do you call it?
The Sarlacc.
Sarlacc and showing up on Mando.
Yeah,
Like
that would've
armor,
been
like the armor being like bought by
I forget his name too.
it's not Gus Fring, but it's
No,
that's Breaking Bad.
Gus, isn't
Cobb
that?
Vanth?
No, but wait, is it? Wait, yeah, I think.
Is it? Did I
I
just
think-
did I just
I-
get you on
did I?
Star Wars? Is this on video? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. I think you're right.
Cobb
yeah,
Vanth, yeah. Okay. Like they could have shown more of that. Like I would have been more interested to see.
Another thing that people were mind blown about was okay, we're also straying off topic because we're supposed to be talking about Mandalorian, but having Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett was like a huge
Dude.
deal.
That was probably the only
Ooh.
thing that kept that series like
Dude, that was amazing.
like
that was
talkable.
amazing.
Talkable,
Trending?
trending. Like no, like
Talkable. You want to say talkable?
no, I don't. But like you know what I mean. Like it made the series like something that people actually wanted to talk
Right,
about
yeah.
because of Cad Bane.
Dude, Cad Bane.
Because he
Oh.
became like the hashtag. You know?
Yeah, and
like,
he's an actual like good bounty hunter. Like
Yeah.
he's a fucking legend.
and that was sick the way they did him in live action.
Yeah, it was
So
really
scary.
good. It was really good.
So I mean, I guess like, but speaking of like where Boba Fett would be, like let's go back to Mandalorian.
Do you think Boba Fett's gonna be in season 3?
I don't know. I don't think they need to.
I don't think
Are
so.
they gonna-
I
unless
kind of
they-
hope not.
Are they going to keep switching back and forth?
I
That'd be
hope not.
annoying.
I would hate that. Oh, because technically we're like on what 3.5 seasons then.
No, I want Disney to pull this. 5 episodes in, we go back to the book. Of Boba Fett.
Stop. Mando so far is the only thing Star Wars related that we have that's good. I didn't watch Tales of Jedi, so don't shit on me on that.
Is that the Studio Ghibli thing?
No.
You know
The
about that,
The
though, right?
animation Visions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Not Visions. It's the Grogu little like shorts that are on Disney
Oh
Plus.
no, I didn't see
But they
that.
were made by Studio Ghibli.
No, I didn't see that.
Mm.
I was talking about there's like a background animated one about Ahsoka
Oh, okay.
that I didn't see, and I hear it's good.
No, I personally, coming from someone again that's not a Star Wars fan, is it 10 episodes or 8 episodes?
For season 3,
Yeah,
I don't think it's confirmed yet. Is it?
I don't know. I know for Boba Fett it was 8
Both was
because
8.
it did 5 with Boba Fett, 3 with Mando.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Boba Fett before or Mando before that was 10. I thought it was 10 per. I think Boba Fett was shorter than Mando normally is.
Wow, they gave me nothing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Google searches are not a thing
This
anymore.
is terrible.
They can listen to us, but they can't do what we ask it to.
This is like the worst.
Like
I like they literally
specifically.
just said one. I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, one
So
Mandalorian.
yeah, I guess it's not super confirmed. It just says one. March
Gotcha.
1st. That's all it says.
Okay. So, I mean, let's go down. I asked you this question.
What do you think of the whole trailer? Because even though for someone that I know you're not super into Star Wars, but I know you like it.
Yeah. So, like, it's hard for me to say, like, my full thoughts on the trailer because, like, for some people watching a trailer, especially because I watch so many others that I am fans of. So, like, when, like, certain little Easter eggs come up in a trailer, I see, I'm like, oh, they just did that. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that. Like, that's, but with this, I don't know what's a cameo. I know what other previous characters on the show were, but there's like other like short little snippets of these other characters, like just like profiles of like turning. And I'm like, I don't know who that is.
And well, okay, that's fine. Okay, so let me ask you this: as someone who does write, and I know we've made trailers and stuff,
Yeah.
already. How do you think the story's going to go just based off the trailer, and like previous seasons of what like pre-existing knowledge you know? You think it's going to go like? Is this the season where it's going to go like just crash and burn?
No, I think this show has at least they're gonna go for I think five seasons.
That's acceptable.
I think they're gonna go 5 seasons. I think this is the last season we're gonna get before they do a time jump. I think we're finally gonna get confirmation of like where they're at in the where like that question I asked you earlier to think about, like where do you think that the Mandalorian and or Grogu, like where are their whereabouts, or are they alive by the most recent trilogy with Rey and everything else?
I'm gonna say they are, but I'm gonna say they're so far outside of like that realm of where the battles and stuff take place that they have no knowledge of it, maybe, or maybe they do like catch wind of it, but they don't want to get involved because they know.
Why wouldn't they?
Because Mando cares for Grogu. Why would they get involved?
Well, okay, so Grogu.
And plus, they won't even know. Like, there's no side to them.
How old would Grogu be by that point?
That's no telling. I don't.
Well, right
It
now,
was 5 years after episode 6 at season 1, and we weren't established on time.
we were told Grogu was 50 years old.
Yes, first episode.
Yeah. So how many years go by? Which I guess is it is hard and irrelevant because you don't know if like Star Wars.
You don't know how that time works.
how they're going by it.
Because like Yoda was like 300 and something.
He was, which means I mean his species ages differently. But what I'm saying is like,
We don't know how much time has passed though.
Do they go by our years though? So like when they say those words, he is 50 years old.
Oh,
Are these
for them
characters like, oh yeah, that's that. Oh yeah,
for
he's
Grogu it's
50
like
years
50
old.
minutes.
Well, no. So let me put it this way. Let's say me and you come from different planets, right?
Yeah.
And like I have something that's called 50 years, but if you add it up, like if you did something with currency, you go somewhere else,
Right.
the dollar's worth.
Basically, the exchange rate would be different because
so
time is treated
that
differently.
What is not take away Grogu's species. I'm talking about like
Just time in general.
Mando and everyone else
Yeah.
on like Tatooine and these planets. Like, does each planet have a different,
That's like, I don't even know if that's a Star Wars question. That seems like more of just a question about time.
No, I think it is a Star Wars question. I think there's got to be somewhere in some kind of text or something that like establishes like, are they using how we use time?
Well,
Or is it in some kind of other alternate way? Because even so, he's 50 years old. How could he look like that? For them, 50 years old could be what we think is 100 years old,
Right.
which is still a long time
Yeah.
because we're still experiencing it in the same way. But obviously, that species doesn't grow up as quickly over those 50 years. So
well, okay.
Grogu has seen things for 50 years. His body doesn't grow. It's like at a very slow rate.
Technically, Grogu's older than Mando,
Yeah.
which is so weird to think about. All right.
Okay.
Any last minute thoughts about Mando?
Answer the question. That's our last minute thoughts. Do you think... So you think they're alive?
I think they're alive. I don't think
Okay.
they'll kill him off.
I think Mando's dead by the point of the trilogy.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say really quick.
What?
Wait, you think Mando's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It's how long has it been since...
Again, we don't have any like time concept.
We don't have a time concept.
No, because you have to keep in mind, like in Star Wars, they'll give you like the beginning, saying it's like this is 5 years after this event, right? But there's no like years or anything like that.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like,
I'm sure.
what's
think.
the time difference between?
Oh shit! I don't remember the time difference between like what 7 and 6.
Yeah,
Ooh, we have to talk about that on a different episode. I'll look it up because I don't remember.
it's got to be at least 30 years, right?
I think it is.
Because how old?
It's got to be. Yeah, oh, it's got to be because Luke is like old as fuck. It's got to be like 30 or 40 or something.
It's got to be 40 years or something.
Yeah, something. I don't think Mando's
40
dead.
years. We don't know how long.
I think
years
Mando's
are.
just alive, just decrepit.
Do you think
he's like what in his
like,
30s now?
Like, do you think? This is our final thoughts. Do you think that Mando will show up in something else other than the show that takes place in the future?
No.
You don't think he'll cameo in any?
No,
I mean, he's gonna show up in Ahsoka.
If he does show,
he's gonna show up.
Well, yeah, in Ahsoka, I don't even really count that because they already met.
Yeah,
but
he'll show up in that show
in
too.
terms of like future, let's say, movies. I don't think so.
You don't?
No, because he'll end up carrying the movie. He's such a big character now. He'll end up carrying the movie and overshadow like any new thing they
Do
bring.
you think
in.
they'll make a reference?
Ooh, probably. Yeah, Disney's
like a
all about
statue of something of him, or like some kind of
or
thing.
Grogu doing something, or a statue of Grogu or something. Because you have to keep in mind, like,
do you think Grogu would show up in something in the future?
Probably. He's
easier
old.
to
That's
do.
easier to do.
It's easier to do, and also it's a puppet.
My last thought is what does like a teenage that species look like? You know?
I hope he's wearing a beanie, has Starbucks coffee, headphones, like big Beats headphones.
He's got a fanny pack full of Tide Pods. What do you?
No, when someone tries to talk to him, he just.
Woo! Because like it makes sense. For example, like Groot. Like, you can see him, like, actually develop because he can have limbs and growth. But, like...
Yoda's not that much
Yoda's the same
Grogu.
thing.
Yeah.
It's just...
So it's in between. It's that singular bar, that missing link, you know? Do you think that...
I guess he just knows more words.
I know we need to wrap this up, but one other thing. I thought I saw it in the trailer.
What is it?
Did we not see, like, some kind of little Mandalorian armor in that trailer? Like, a quick snippet of what they're going to give Grogu? I feel like they're going to show... Like, I know Grogu got the chain link.
He got the chain link.
But I think they're making him a helmet. I think if we... I haven't seen it in a breakdown. I'm very surprised. Because I swear I see it. For like
I don't know if I want to see
for
it.
like a half second. It's like a little... With the like
little
ear
holes.
Like... But the rest of it, Mando helmet.
Also,
dude, that'd be so cute. You know how many toys they would sell?
So many. Oh my god. I'm surprised how many, like... I think he's going back to Mandalore, is what he was saying.
Yes.
So there's like a lot of Mandalorians left on that fucking planet after the war. I was very surprised.
I'm sure somebody is going to give that kid a helmet.
Probably.
He's going to need a helmet.
Dude.
And they'll sell toys, and then what they need to do is sell little lightsabers at Disney.
He won't get a lightsaber because he chose to be with Mando. He's not technically a Jedi.
He can take that dark saber, though, because if Mando can use it, so can he.
Oh, that's a good point. Yo, Mando with that dark... Okay, we have to wrap this up. Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about another... When it starts. When we'll come back in March and we'll talk about our thoughts.
When it starts. All right.
But other than that, where can they find you, Oliver?
They can find me on any social media, Instagram, Twitch, or Twitter, TheSphere21.
And you guys can find me at Amore Photography on all social platforms. Plus, if you want to follow our film company, that's at Archangel Films. And this podcast is at Nerd Locker Podcast on all platforms. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.